From New York to Detroit to the Carolinas, more than 55 million people in the U.S. are under air quality alerts.
And hundreds of Canadian wildfires are the culprit. Right now, live at 5:02, you are looking at New York City, where the air is not good for not just the folks who live in America's largest city, but for millions of Americans. New York recorded its worst air quality in history today. But again, it's not just New York experiencing the blankets of smoke. Jake White has the story.
You can see it and you can smell it. All the way from Canada, from New York to Chicago, and now all the way to our Magnolia State. I spoke with our WTVA meteorologist Anais Scales to know what we can expect in the coming days and what the smoke is all about.
So the reason why this is affecting us in the first place is that for the past several weeks off and on, we've had our wind coming in from the north anyway. But now, as you know, they have wildfires going on. So that means that, especially high in the atmosphere, things are a little bit hazy because we're starting to have that smoke come down from those wildfires that they have in Canada. So for our viewing area, specifically here in Northeast Mississippi, we're expecting the air quality to be moderate, not anything hazardous like what we're seeing in some bigger cities, especially in the north and east. What that means is that if anyone has any respiratory illness where they're usually more sensitive to changes in the air quality and things like that, they would be able to notice the difference. They would have to be more careful when they're stepping outside.
She brings up a great point. With inhaling smoke comes problems, especially those who are suffering from asthma or other respiratory issues. I spoke with Kenny Cook of North Mississippi Medical Center at the MedServ Clinic to get a heads up on what people who are suffering from asthma or other respiratory issues can do to get ahead.
With asthma and also with allergies, smoke is an irritant. We'll inhale it, it'll get up into the sinuses and into the lungs. It can cause inflammation, which is the underlying issue. So when we know that there's going to be an increase in the irritants, increase in smoke, what I suggest to folks is get ahead of the issue by taking antihistamines, your allergy meds, also your asthma medication.